I'm really happy to be here. And of course, I'm really excited to get into this session and to really share with you and the entire community what this whole project is all about on this next level. So shall we begin, Jonas?
Yes, take it off, my dear brother.
Okay, great. So let me jump into the share screen mode, which is very, very important. Okay, great. Just hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, great. I'm all set. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you hear me loud and clear. You see my video loud and clear. No. I'm here to talk to you about a very, very important aspect in this business, which I believe that if we embrace all of the principles of which I'm going to share with you, that we will actually build a really significant and serious team all across the entire world, which is building BQ momentum. This is really the platform that we are going to use to launch an absolute global team. So without further ado, I want you to really have writing material in front of you so that you can take serious notes. And then of course, when we jump into the second half, you will see how it is to be a strong, independent leader, because this project is absolutely great. But before we start, let me invite you, my friends, to look at this beautiful video. I want to set it up in a proper way. I hope that I have it correct. So what I'm going to do is start the share screen again and ensure that my share screen is up, because I'm getting some messages from some persons that it is not really up. So I hope that we are all set. Okay, great. I believe that we are all set. So let's begin by taking a serious look at this particular motivational video. Start again.
Before April 1954, the common belief, the universal belief, because it had been tried again and again and again and people had failed, the belief was that man was not physically capable of breaking the 4-minute barrier, that he could not run a mile in less than 4 minutes. When something happens to them, they begin to believe that that's the way it is. That's the way it's always been. And they can't see the possibility of it being any different.
250 yards to go, and Bannister takes over. Watch his giant stride take him to the front as he races the last lung-bursting furlong.
Roger Bannister came along, and he broke the 4-minute barrier. Since that time, up to this day, over 20,000 people have done it, including high school kids. 20,000 people. What changed? Here's what happened when they got on the track. They knew it had been done, and because they knew it had been done, there was a new belief about this barrier that was unreachable. And those 20,000 people got in a race believing, knowing in their heart that someone had done it, that it's possible, that they could do it. If someone can make their dream become a reality, then you can make your dream become reality. Eyesight and mindsight. Eyesight is judging on what you see.
Okay, I'm still getting feedback that you're not seeing my video. So Jonas, could you just come in for a moment and let's just start again, because I'm still not having controls over the screens.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time. What we
okay, great, wonderful.
get the technical parts in order. Sometimes they are playing a little bit with us, which is quite normal, and it's always funny every time when it does. What we see from your screen, when you started the video, we just saw a black screen, and we see two of your slides. So the current slide and the next slide.
Okay. Okay, great. So, well, let's run with it as is. So, ladies and gentlemen, forgive me for the technical stuff, but we are launching a very big company, a very big moment. When I was introduced to Zeniq and all that Zeniq is offering, I really got excited, and I asked myself quite a few questions. One of the questions that I asked myself is, can this company be a global company? And I really thought about that, and Jonas will remember we had a number of discussions and conversations about the nature and the technical platforms and the leaders that are actually coming together at this point in time. And then we concluded that certainly all that Zeniq is putting together right now is an opportunity where the entire world can not only be introduced to cryptocurrency, but to really build a big business. I saw the platform and I recognize that we have perhaps in our life one of the most amazing opportunities. And this is really expressed even more so in the company's mission. And when the presentations that we have been doing over the last few weeks, over the last few months, about what the company is going to do across the entire world, not only developing the blockchain and the exchange, but the heart of the company to impact lives, then I realized that we are on the right course. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to really jump straight into really talking about the actual mission of this company, which creates the actual philosophical landscape as to what we are actually participating in. The mission of this company is connecting traditional banking and cryptocurrency on one platform where people can build a home-based business. Now, even in that statement, it's loaded a lot of stuff. We are talking about the opportunity, friends, to really participate in a global launch, but yes, also bringing together a number of industries at the same time. We're talking about the traditional financial world together with the cryptocurrency world. These are big industries that will impact the entire world, but not only that, friends, even the home-based business world. That is a major multi-billion-dollar space. Even home-based business, as a matter of fact, has been creating significant millions and billions every single year, more than the music industry, more than the sports, even more than the movie industry. So we have an amazing opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to create a significant income based on the actual Zeniq world, which is why it's important for us to understand this particular mission, because it is not often we have an opportunity to partner with a company that offers so much, a mission to impact the entire world. So it is not just enough to actually sign up. You see, a lot of people have the wrong mindset, which is why we are doing this actual training, because it's important for us to have the correct philosophy. A lot of people just involved in getting started, joining, but let us begin to think actually beyond that. We are not just about to sign up or to join up business, because anyone can get started. The call goes beyond just the simple registration for those who understand, for those who can see, and which is why we have the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to make decisions now. But we must make those decisions based on the correct philosophy, based on the correct understanding, in order to not just join a business, but to build something across the entire world. And this is where I want to really pursue this particular training session, because this is a call for massive action all across the entire world. Now, I know that you might be from different countries. You might be from across Africa. You might be from across Europe or Caribbean or South America or wherever you are. But all across the world, we are sending forward this particular frequency, ladies and gentlemen, that Zeniq is not just about another network marketing platform. Zeniq is really creating a driving frequency and force all across the world where everyone can get started and to build a powerful business. If we can come together with one platform to cooperate in a partnership with what the company wants to do, then it gives us the opportunity to launch a global frequency, to launch a global movement all across the entire world. And I believe that this is one of the teams that would be the most successful performing teams out of the entire Zeniq community, which is why our team vision statement, the leaders and with Jonas, we have been sharing so much, and it's very much an honor for me for this opportunity to share with you what our team vision statement is, which is to become a global pioneering force of change. And let's start with that. I want you to actually write it down. You can take a screenshot, but to become a pioneering force, I want to emphasize that a pioneering force of change, empowering people and families to live their dreams, building a lifestyle of success, wealth, and financial freedom through the Zeniq Safir innovative platforms, where we will become number one. I don't know if you agree with me and if you are excited about that, but if you can connect on this platform with my excitement and my energy, and actually see how this can actually unfold beautifully all across the world, it means that we are gearing up ourselves to touch and impact the world, to empower families so that people can live their dreams. This is what we actually want. If you look at the Zeniq compensation plan, guys, the purpose of the compensation plan, when you look at triple diamond and white diamond and double white diamond and gold and so on, is to create millionaires. I wonder if you are following me. So it is not just an opportunity, just, every single month I can make an extra 200 or 300 euros. No, look at the real opportunity behind the compensation plan that is set, designed, calculated, able, has the capacity, ladies and gentlemen, to make any and every person a multi-millionaire. And if you see it, then the question is, why not you? Why not me? Why not every single family that I speak to? Why not anyone who come into the actual frame of this world to change their lives? We have a platform and an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, with the Zeniq opportunity to become pioneers. I want to really begin by emphasizing that, because if we are to build a global team, this is not just a company saying, hey, you know what? We have an innovative platforms. You can buy a hub, you can buy minting shares and receive coins every single day, blah, 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 blah. No, that is one aspect of it, and that is great. That is absolutely phenomenal. But take the moment right now to think about the entire world. We are building and launching a global business, which is within our team, a global team. We want our team, ladies and gentlemen, to impact over 200 countries all across the entire world. Because we have the opportunity, if you look at this statement again, to become pioneers. A pioneer is he that really stands before in a posture, in a position to create change, leading the way for many others to actually come. So what do you see for yourself? What do you see for your city? What do you see for your community? Perhaps for your country? Who of you will make a decision now to become the real pioneers for Zeniq all across Africa? Who of you will make the actual decision now to become the real pioneers all across the Caribbean region, Canada, United States, Latin America, Europe, wherever you are? Because it's not often that we have an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, where we can begin something from the very start, which is why we are going to launch an absolutely powerful team. And this is what I want you to write down. We will become an absolute global pioneering force where we will be creating the life of our dreams. I know that some of you're just thinking, I just want a simple account, Zeniq coins, and that is great. You can have that. You can create a Zeniq coin portfolio. You can be just a simple investor. That is great. But this is what we want at the same time. What if upon this platform, ladies and gentlemen, we can live the dream? And of course, a lot of people will talk about, oh, this dream talk again. Well, wake up, yes, because without something to achieve, without something of which you can scribble and draw and stick beautiful pictures on a vision board, what motivates you every single day? So even spreading the opportunity of Safir, Zeniq, should become an inspirational joy, which is why we do presentations and webinars, perhaps even in different languages. We see leaders coming up. We see people achieving ranks. We see all kinds of things happening at the same time, because to begin with, the opportunity in itself makes absolutely sense. But here we have this platform and an opportunity where we can build a lifestyle of success, wealth, and financial freedom. So let me say to all of you listening to me clearly, and I hope that my English is okay, that you can follow me. But let me declare to you right now, do not be afraid to announce to the world that we can be number one. If you agree with me, I want you to go to the icons in Zoom, give me a thumbs up, give me a high five, give me a hand clap. But let me say it again. Do not afraid to announce the world, even in the world of business or the world of network marketing, that we will be coming to be the number one team all across the entire world. You know why? Because it is all about the dream that right now we will inculcate within our hearts, friends. So what is that dream? Well, to begin with, a dream is a clear picture that details who you are and what you actually want to achieve for your entire future, your dream. It's in you bursting to find its way outwards into the expressive world. It is more powerful than your present circumstances. It's more powerful than your past. A lot of people are affected and infected by the details of their past, that you feel that because of what people think about you, you feel that because of what your situations have been, what your circumstances are, or whatever record has been noted against your life, that you cannot come to a platform like this and actually make it big. And I am saying to you that this is an opportunity for you to rise up, because your dream that you have inside of you, bursting and trying to find its way into the outward expression of the world, has nothing to do with the record of your past. If you can come together and create a clear, unchallengeable statement of what your future will be. And I'll tell you right now, if this company has the capacity and is willing to create millionaires, I mean, if you just look at the career level bonus payment, paying out millions of dollars, it means that Zeniq wants to create millionaires. So ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen, why not you? Why not you? Why not you? What is that statement of your future? Or is it just perhaps just to survive? We are right at the beginning, right at the launch of what will be a major explosive trend in the entire world. So here's my statement to you now. Your dream carries the power and the electrical frequency to vibrate itself into existence. So I don't care what my past is. Hello, am I talking to somebody? I want you to understand. I do not care what has been the issues or the challenges of my past. All I know is that I have this dream. And it is inside of me. It's fighting to actually come out. And now I have found a company. Now I have found a way. Now we have the opportunity to create something absolutely amazing, in that even because of these trainings and many more trainings to come, we will be creating the right environment for people to dream again freely, without insult, without accusation or hurt, without accusation, so that people can journey towards becoming the very essence of their hearts. And every person on this call, you have the ability to achieve. You have the capacity to achieve. You have the right, you have the freedom to achieve. When you look at a compensation plan that says that you can become diamond, that you can become double diamond, that you can become triple diamond, who is to tell you that it cannot be done? And if you come into this company, into this environment with the correct philosophy, then we can empower truly lives and people all across the world. So what does it take to launch a global team? Well, let us look at the fact that this is a multi-billion-dollar industry that we are participating in. The MLM industry is a multi-billion-dollar space, creating more revenue than the existing industries that we interact with: sports, movie, the music, and even more revenue than those industries even put together. So you know what? If this industry is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity, then think big. Think in terms of billions, because we have the opportunity to become a global force. When people begin to hear about Zeniq, it is because of you. When people begin to hear about the opportunity, it is because of you. So you cannot be comfortable with your current circumstances today. You cannot be comfortable with your state of affairs today, because all of who we are and all that we have been to come to this point is just a moment now for us to activate a brand new journey. So get excited, ladies and gentlemen, about thinking absolutely big, because here we are together, a few of us from different countries, where we are about to launch. We are about to launch. I am getting really excited. The fastest growing network in the entire world. And what does that require? It means that we need to build leadership. We need to build momentum. And why? Because leaders create momentum. And you can be a leader. You can influence change. You can pioneer change. You can call people to a state and to a frequency of action. Why? Let the boys down in Dubai do what they need to do. They are doing a great work. But let us focus, ladies and gentlemen, about creating an absolute global force. So here's the question. How can we build this momentum all across the entire world? And I love to speak about momentum because it is so important to creating success in network marketing. Momentum is the science of building networks. The bigger the momentum of a team, the bigger the business volume, the bigger the incomes made, the more people can live a life of success and financial freedom. But it all begins with what? It all begins with momentum, because momentum is the foundation of all success in network marketing, which is why you just can't sign up. Maybe if you are an investor, then that's okay. You know why? Because you are an investor, continue to invest, you will benefit from all the passive incomes and all the features and all the characteristics of the cryptocurrency, the exchange, the tokenization programs, and the list can go on. But who of you know that beyond that you can build the biggest process? It means that we have the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, in every country to launch momentum, which is why Ghana, are there anyone from Ghana on this team? Which is why Ghana is exploding. Why? Because they are creating momentum, which is why Nigeria is exploding, because they are creating the very thing, ladies and gentlemen, that will just catch a fire, which is why Germany and all of the other teams across Europe is exploding. Success loves speed. And if we are to launch this in the correct way, which is why we are doing this call, then it is important to build speed, which is momentum. So, okay, so let's understand momentum very quickly. Then I'm going to stretch strategies and show you how we can launch this with strong, powerful momentum all across the entire world. The key to success is creating a massive force of momentum. Momentum is a progress of massive activity happening in your team. And the key to really bursting momentum, ladies and gentlemen, is constant duplication. And duplication is what we want everyone to understand, especially when we talk about speed, we're talking about getting something done or accomplishing a task within a certain time frame. But when it comes to duplication, it means everyone doing the same thing in the same way. And this is like the copy and paste magic of network marketing. Because too many times, friends, we have persons who make this business difficult when there's no need to make this business hard. There's no need to make this business difficult. It is very, very, very easy. The difficult task is keeping it easy. And the way to keep it easy, ladies and gentlemen, is by creating simple strategies of which everyone can learn the same process at the same time, in the same way. Everyone, yes, with your personal, peculiar, unique flavor, but generally the same process all across the entire team. I always keep it as an attitude, friends. Do not waste time with people who love to waste time. You always find yourself busy. Always be busy to move on to the next person. Always be excited and full of energy, inspiring and empowering your own personal self every single day. Why? Because we are launching a process. We are launching a journey long. It will take time. Every single call, every single webinar, every single opportunity to share, ladies and gentlemen, is to be taken serious. So the component of building momentum is number one, getting launched. It is not enough to just sign up. A lot of people sign up and they're not even funding their personal accounts. It's not enough to just get signed up. Each person, if we want to build this correctly, must be launched. So how do you launch? Number one, write this down or perhaps take screen shots. I'm going to share with you some quick nuggets. Create a list of names, and I call this project 100. Whether you are an expert in network marketing or you are a novice, you're now getting introduced to this industry for the first time. Hey, challenge yourself. Take about 30 minutes or hour, whatever you need. Put your brain to work, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, your leaders and the teams, they have different strategies as to how to get this done, but basically create a strong list of names. Step two, you want to invite those persons who you have written down to the next webinar. And we have a series of webinars being offered all across the entire world. Why? Because it is upon a webinar we can tell our story. But if we are building a serious business, then we must measure the number of times of which the story is being told, which is why we show the plan. For short, we call it STP. So how many plans, how many presentations are you doing every single day? Because you have a list of names of 100 persons, and the mission is to get everyone exposed to the actual presentation. So you want to be telling the story and have systems where the story is being told. You want to engage now your guests, which is step 4, with your uplines on a 3-way call. Because we live in such a digitized world, everything is WhatsApp. Now it becomes exotic, or it becomes vintage to make a phone call so that someone can actually hear your voice. But can you imagine now someone who came onto the webinar, they saw the actual presentation, and then now they have an opportunity to talk with you. and to talk with the team experts or your senior business partner or your upline together on one conference call to endorse, to create a level of credibility. This is a powerful tool that helps people to get started very, very fast. And after, ladies and gentlemen, step 5, you want to bam-farm every single guest. Write that down. Every person must be launched. Every person must be bam-farm. And what is bam-farm? It's an acronym for book a meeting from a meeting. So while in this meeting, you are already scheduling the next meeting for your guests to be plugged into immediately. So that keeps us, and that keeps you always showing the plan, always telling the story, always going back to your list, always inviting, always setting up three-way calls. Why? Because your mission is to get as many persons started in your business and plugged into the system as quickly as possible. I hope that so far what I've shared is really coming out with a lot of value. But here is where we will need to take now massive action, because success loves speed. I cannot even begin to overemphasize that. Success in this business requires massive action. Hey, you are the leader of your entire region. You are the leader of your entire country. Why think small? Why take baby steps? No, launch out. Launch out. Call 10 persons, 15, 20, call 100 persons. Take massive action. Do not limit what you think you can do. So it's not just like, I want to call 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 persons. Why not create a mission and a task for this day that you call 20 persons, that you invite 50 persons? Massive, big action is what you need to take, which is why you will want to go big and do it now. Do it absolutely now. Do not procrastinate. In this business, time and effort is money, and the more time that we waste is the less opportunity that you have to be maintaining coins, which is a money figure because of the future value of the coins. When you think about how much coins you have lost by not getting started earlier, because why? You procrastinated. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring you to what are the real keys to get your business now moving to the next level. The power of duplication. I spoke about it before, but duplication is the engine room of all momentum that is to take place. And I have a very strong message for a lot of leaders here. It is the extent and quality to which everyone does the same thing, the same system and the same process at the same time. And that is alignment. When you align your team with the system of the entire team, you can create more duplication and you can create more success. This is not a room for you to be creating your science projects or your fancy ideas. Keep it absolutely simple so that everyone can also participate and do the same thing in the most simple way. We could create a fancy, complicated PowerPoint presentation to show the business plan. But you know what, friends? We use the same PDF so that you can see that we are doing the same plan, so that you can actually do the same plan. The PDF is in your back office, so you can learn to do the same plan in the same way of which we do the same plan. Why? Duplication is making things easy. Too many times people create their own way. I want to do it this way and I want to do it that way. And then you have a lot of breakage, a lot of collapse taking place in your teams. So this is not about how beautiful or fancy your particular talents and skills are. But if we want to launch and build a network all across the entire world, try to get everyone in the same mode, duplicating the same process in the same way, so that more and more simple people can actually duplicate it. Okay, let me talk about edification quickly. Edification is ascribing value and recognition to the higher resource. For example, our upline now is Jonas. When we edify our upline, it invokes a reciprocation of value and involvement and participation of your upline in the context of how your personal business grows. Because we edify our upline, it gives our upline the opportunity and the invitation to be involved in how he actually participates in your team. So when you edify, you build. When you de-edify, wow, I've been involved in network marketing for so long, for so many years, and I have seen how de-edification have collapsed teams. If we are building something new, friends, and we want something to really, really grow big, keep away from the poison. Keep away from the character assassinations. Keep away from all of these things, because those things travel within your team down, and it affects people's emotions. We want to build leaders, and we want to create a beautiful movement where people can actually plug into a team leader, where they can actually plug into your growing team, and they can actually receive significant value. But one thing that makes your team become super successful is having the correct energy and enthusiasm. Why? Because energy is the upliftment and the exchange of the correct emotions that create an atmosphere and an environment for the exchange of value. When people are excited, then people become what? Inspired. Emotions move people to be inspired. Yes, I know that there are some people who will say, well, all the hype and the hype and the hype and hype and hype. Well, let me let me talk to you now. This is not about hype, but nothing is wrong with having the correct energy. Nothing is wrong with being excited. Nothing is wrong with being excited to be receiving share points. Nothing is wrong with being happy that someone gets started. Nothing is wrong with celebrating the fact that you have 2 or 3 brand new rubies and you are posting it all across your WhatsApp groups. Why? Because it is inspiration. When people are excited, they are inspired to share value. And that is the exact value, ladies and gentlemen, that we want coming across all of the teams. So you know what? We want to set an atmosphere in the Zeniq world. Hello, we want to become the most excitable global force, the most enthusiastic force, which opens the portal of the heart and the spirit for even a higher, significant, massive engagement of action, which is why, like when you came into this room, you heard energy, music. We have the right conversations, the right laughter. When you come into this environment, you come into a safe place. You come into a place where people are thinking just like you, where people want you to, you know, succeed, where people want you to actually win. I don't know what is the situation of your home, your life, and so on, but when you come into this Zeniq environment, it means that we all want each other to win. We all want each other to really make it big, which is why we are empowering families. So let us create the right atmosphere for everyone to win at the same time. There can be no long-term sustainability without building leadership. And of course, our upline, Jonas, he will talk more about that. But leadership is the building philosophy of creating successful teams. The purpose of building leaders is that you attract leaders. And when you attract leaders more and more and more, your business grows. When there are no leaders, ladies and gentlemen, your business collapses. So you can identify yourself. You can say, you know what, I will be the leader of my team. Which is why through the system of achieving ranks, we identify leaders. Why? Because it's leaders who will get excited and inspired to achieve ranks, to build for ranks. It is leaders who will say, by the end of the month, I will be Ruby. It is leaders. Why? Because leaders instigate action and leaders influence the correct emotion. And the bigger the rank that you achieve, definitely it's the bigger leadership that you are creating for your team. And when you create leaders, then of course you have the opportunity to even build a bigger business, which is why it's very important for you to build yourself as a person of value, which is why Jim Rohn, one of our mentors for over many decades, and written so much books and had so much seminars and training. One of the things that Jim Rohn said, spend more time working on yourself than you do on your job. If you do not have a copy of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, ladies and gentlemen, ensure by tomorrow that you get Think and Grow Rich. Ensure that you get the science of getting rich, because it creates a correct philosophy and frame within our mind of which we can really build this business in the correct way. So what about events? Yes, events is a significant part about launching. And in the future, apart from online events, we will come back, I hope, to a place where we can connect to each other physically, and we can have massive celebrations and trainings, and we could travel in different countries all across the world. And when that starts, ensure that your team gets to the next event. Why? Because events will build your business. It creates a concentrated atmosphere of energy and enthusiasm that will push your business forward. So this is what we are about. We are setting up the frame to launch a global team. So therefore, to summarize all that I have just said, what I want to give you in a simple acronym is let us create lift. Because there's no way, unless you have the recording, okay, that you can remember or you can take note of all that all that I have said. But if you can remember this simple phrase, lift, we are now creating that lift as a team and that lift as a network all across the entire world. Number one, L, list of names. So ensure tonight, if you are brand new and if you are launching, create a list of names. I, invite to the webinar. You want to have a plethora of invitations, phone calls, going rampant and crazy to invite people to the webinar so that they can see the actual presentation, and follow up hard so that people can make their transactions and get started. How many of you are now ready to create a lift? Because hey, we are celebrating rubies and double rubies and sapphires, but you know what? I am sure that by the end of the year we shall have over 5,000 rubies in every country. We want to create a lift in the Caribbean. We want to create a lift across the countries of Africa. We want to create a Zeniq lift across the Middle East, across Europe, across Australia, wherever you are. Zeniq is an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, that is about to lift off. Is that okay? All right. So what to do in your first 7 days, and to bring all of this together, ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful approach called BQ. We said that we want to create a lifestyle of success, wealth, and freedom. And we believe that if everyone understands what BQ is, then we could be on our way, creating the biggest explosive network of all time. What does BQ mean? BQ means Blitz Qualified. And this is the action, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of creating more momentum. Of course, not everyone speaks English, but Blitz is an English term or an English phrase that means a beautiful way, ladies and gentlemen, to create speed like a bombardment, to create an explosion. And if we can apply it here, it means a burst of speed, a blitz, enthusiasm, energy, knowing what you can do to achieve success in your first 7 days. And this is absolutely important, guys, because not only that we want to launch, We want to launch with absolute speed. In other words, these are some of the questions that you should ask. How fast after seeing the presentation can you get started? How fast you can organize and arrange to fund your personal account? How fast can you engage the fundamentals, meaning create, lift? It is all about speed, and that is what, ladies and gentlemen, a blitz is. How fast can you achieve the first level? How fast can you achieve the first rank? It is building a culture of speed, which is why when you look at the opportunity, let's say that you invite 7 persons to get started in your first 7 days and you duplicate that. Do you know what, based on our compensation plan, what can be your possible income? Let me give you an idea. Let's say that everyone got started with a hub, the flagship product of a hub. Just 7 persons, 7 persons. And we duplicate that on every level that each person who gets started, we will lift them. Are you following me? Each person that gets started, we will launch them. We don't just want people to sign up. We want people to launch, meaning your first 7 persons. And we duplicate that, and we duplicate that, and we build it, and we build it, and we build it down to a depth of just not even your entire 15 levels, but 10 levels. It means, ladies and gentlemen, that you can be paid at least 5 billion euros in commissions. Unbelievable. 5 billion. I did not say millions. I said 5 billion euros in commissions. Ladies and gentlemen, take a screenshot. And this is the opportunity that we have, and this is the mandate and the mission to bring this all across the entire world. This company is 100% on creating millionaires and multi-millionaires with just 7 persons launching with the same energy, with the edification, with the duplication, with the excitement. And you may think, wow, you know what, this may not be impossible. Well, let's break it down. So even the basic entry amount of just 100 euros, but still 7 persons. It means, ladies and gentlemen, that at least the commissions that you can earn is over 337 million euros. Somebody give me a thumbs up, please. Give me a high five. This is what this opportunity is about. And this is why we don't want to simply understand. We don't want to simply just have people coming on webinars and just, well, it's a good thing to start with Zeniq. You could buy a hub because no, at any level that you can see this, it means that your life can be transformed in a matter of weeks, in a matter of months, in a matter of just a short few years. Is this real? It's absolutely real. Which is why we shared with you earlier, think big, think billions, think across the entire world. Because our compensation plan has created a platform and an opportunity for ordinary people like you and me, wherever we are, ladies and gentlemen, to live the lifestyle of our dreams. How can you come in this business and think small? This organization, this team, this community of the Zeniq world, of the Safir world, will be millions and millions of people all across the entire world. But you and I, we are here now, and we have the opportunity to pioneer this frequency, to become pioneers of change. Not the rhetoric of people running up and down saying, oh, they're buying this and their lifestyle and this and that and that and that, and they're broke, absolutely broke, hardworking people with a whole plethora of lies. That is what the industry have seen. But now, for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, we can build a platform that is absolutely real. Are you following me, friends? For the first time, we can build a platform where every person, even at the lowest amount, can become a multi-millionaire. Is this good or is this great? And let me show you this, friends. Even if you do not build to 7 or to 10 levels deep. But you know what? You still get started. You launch your team with at least 7 persons, even at a depth of 5 levels. You can be earning an income of over 100,000 euros. Because, hey, every person who gets started with 100 euros, they are not going to remain at 100 euros. Maybe next month, they might make a next investment and a next, or they might upgrade. So can you imagine the possibility of earning at least 100,000 euros every single month? Every single month. This is the opportunity, and this is the platform. So here's the real question. Can you get started and launch your business in your first 7 days to become Blitz qualified? Which means that after you got started, that you introduce 1 person, and your 2nd person, and your 3rd person, and your 4th person, and your 5th person, and your 6th person, and your 7th person. Can you, in your first week, or maybe in your first 2 weeks, it doesn't matter, you become so excited, even especially after this call, you become so excited that you launch hard, with focus, with energy, with excitement. Why? Because you are on a journey to become a multi-millionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call Blitz qualified. Become BQ. In other words, launch your first 7 persons, and there are persons in this team who have launched, hey, 20 persons. But how many of those 20 persons have already or have not been Blitz qualified? Even if you launch 20 or you got started with 30, help your team at least get to 7 persons each, person by person. Why? Because each person deserves to be launched. Not just sign up, but to be launched. And we want to create a massive launch campaign all across the world. So turn your Blitz on. Let us get it done in 1 week, and you'll see, ladies and gentlemen, how fast you can become the rank of Ruby. When we do this and we help people create this level of excitement and massive success, it means that we will be on our way to becoming the fastest growing team, to becoming the fastest growing network, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps in the entire world. How do I see Zeniq in the next 2 years, next 3 years? I see Zeniq, ladies and gentlemen, with a team of millions. Is that okay? How many of you can agree to become BQ? How many of you will, from this week, make a decision that you will not think small, that you will absolutely disregard all of the affairs and details of your past, and you just make a decision to go big, to go in and to go big? If you agree with me, friends, I want you to just simply give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, give me a love, because we are going to launch the most explosive team ever. I love you very much. I'm out of my tie, and I hand it straight back to you. A beautiful training session to the top global pioneer upline, who will become very soon #1 mentor in the world. Mr. Jonas, take it away, sir.
Thank you, Duane. I really don't believe you. You give me such an inspiration. Really, you are crazy good, my dear brother. Crazy good. The biggest question is that we have already spent approximately 1 hour. The question is, will the people on this call want to continue for another 30 minutes and listen to me? Or should we take that on Sunday? Give me a thumbs up or a heart or anything if you want us to continue today, or take it on Sunday. Just not to overdo the time, we are 76 people on the call, and I guess that most of you obviously want to continue since you are here. So let's continue. I will share the screen and I will go into be independent. And what does that mean? What does it mean to be or become independent? That means that you can do this business wherever you are, whenever you want, to whomever you ever find. And that is the essence of being independent. And that also connects directly to being qualified or become qualified. So what is the real key to success? It's just one thing, one simple, single thing. It's a decision in you to say, I want to become successful. Then you can do it, because if you can think it, you can achieve it. So what do you need? You need some keys to be able to come there. You need to understand the concept of Zeniq. You need to understand the connection to Sapphire. You need to understand the connection to the Al Nabuda group and the tokenization project, the connection to our banks that backs the whole concept up. You need to see what is an exchange, what is decentralized exchange, and what effect does that give on our Zeniq coin that we are minting on a daily basis out from our hubs. When we connect to the merchants that it starts to accept the Zeniq coin as payment, then we also drive an underlying value into the whole concept. Together with our constructor partner, the tokenization projects, the banking services, the exchange, the minting of the coins. And when we are building this up, this is where we really see the true value, what is created now. And this true value is unbelievably big. So what do you need? You need education. So you need to study the concept. You need to learn the different parts and steps in the concept. You need knowledge. And with that, you can build leadership. And with that, you can also duplicate the knowledge and the education what you have. And from us that doing these Zoom calls each and every day, we are also duplicating our knowledge to build leadership, to build your leaders, to support you, and to build you to become even a greater leader. So what do we need to think about? To duplicate all the information, to build leadership, to build leaders, to recognize leaders, to use the testimonials from the people, use the experiences from the people, give them the chance to tell their story, build the story around how you started, what you were thinking, what happened when you started, when you become Blitz to 7, what happened, what was the effect for you, and constantly your minting hub is producing for you the Zeniq coin. So you need a skill set. This skill set is not something that just you can go to the store and buy. No, you need to build it up. You need to build it with learning, with knowledge, with experience, with the ability, and with growth. That is Blitz to 7, with growth. The competence is something that comes together with the days. And you also come into the advanced trainings. The more competence, knowledge, learning, experience, ability, and growth you have, the higher advanced training you will also get. The more skill sets you will also build. And the more skill sets you have, you can also duplicate. And that brings you to a level where you can also build success. You can build your own success, but you can also, through the development of your knowledge and your learning and your training, become something called coach. And you can start coaching people in the trainings to learn, to get knowledge, to create development, and for them to create success. So all together, we do it together. And of course, success is not something that you can take the elevator to. You have to take the stairs. You have to walk the steps in the stairs with the ambition that you want to become successful. You want people around you to be successful. You want them to feel the success that you create together. So with the knowledge that you can gain from all the trainings, all the materials, all the presentations, everything, you build your skill set. You create a skill set that just grows and grows and grows and grows, and you duplicate it. You give it to other people. You pay it forward. So you don't fall backwards, you fall forwards, which means you are seeing where you are going. You build the skill set around you to duplicate this information, this knowledge, this concept to all the people that you meet. Even though you might not even know them, you can still build this business, because there's a hot market and there's a cold market, equal as a hot wallet and a cold wallet. The hot market is people that you know. The cold market is people that you don't know. So if you work with the people that you do know, you start developing the leadership in your structure. When you then turn over to the cold market and start to speak to people that you do not know, you don't have any fear, because fear limits you. Fear limits you. So take out the fear, start speak to everyone that you see. When you go into the shop, you maybe go in to buy some clothes or buy some groceries. Ask in the counter, do you accept Zeniq? No. Why? Do you know what Zeniq is? No. Let me tell you, when do you finish your shift? This is how you can speak to the cold market, because there's opportunities everywhere. Every single person that you meet, ask them, have you heard about Zeniq? No. Let me tell you, when can we take a meeting? What is it? I will tell you on the meeting. This is how you are creating momentum, qualification, BQ, lift, that will lift you to the success. So going the stairs, bringing the word out on the street, bringing the word to become the word of the world. This is how we create this all together, hand in hand, as one long, big chain all over the globe. And by this, I just want to say I'm really so honored, so happy to be here with you, to see that we are 71 people still on the call. We are 1 hour, 10 minutes into this training. I think that this training is a training that we can do over and over and over and over again, because this is so, so powerful. And this brings your business to completely explode and give you the success that you really search for. So I will not keep you way much longer. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart, Duane. You are such an inspiration, even for me. You give me such inspiration, so you can never believe. I love it, and I'm so proud and honored to have all of you people in this team. Let's do this together. Let's blitz for 7. First 7 days, and then we just continue. Let us just do this and do it together. Let's fill out the Zoom rooms. If we need to, we will make one Zoom every single day with full Zoom rooms. This is something that we do together. We fill the rooms, we do it together. We duplicate the information. We give each and every one equal opportunities, equal opportunities. So regardless where you are coming in, just come in. Take the decision to make a change. Take the decision, I want to become successful. By that, I really thank you from my bottom of my heart, every one of you. Today is Thursday. Saturday, same link, same time, we make a business presentation. 1 hour before, there's also a business presentation out of Nigeria. Amazing presentation with amazing people. So we have 2 presentations coming up. One that starts 9 p.m. CET. The next one starts 10 p.m. CET. So they are coming afterwards, one by one. If you want more, we make more, no problem. We can make one at 7, at 8, at 9, at 10, no problem. You decide how many people you want to bring. If everyone on this call, 70, we were almost 90 people, take 90 times 7. Everyone invite 7 to the call. Then we're going to blow the room every single hour. And we can do this from morning to night because we already do that. So I wish you all people a wonderful, wonderful day, morning, evening, wherever you are out there in the world. I thank you again, Duane. And let's meet on Saturday with the same link and the same time. Let us together fill the room to become 100 participants. Thank you all. See you on Saturday.